this is Priyadharshini working as an assistant professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today in this lecture series we are going to continue about brute force approach. Let's see what is brute force approach is. So what is brute force algorithm? The brute force algorithm is a very simple, comprehensive search strategy that systematically explores every option until a problem's answer is obtained. It's a generic approach to problem solving that is employed when the issue is very small enough to make an in-depth investigation impossible. However, because of their high temporal complexity, brute force techniques are inefficient for large-scale SQs. So we'll see in what is brute force. It is actually the most straightforward approach to solve a problem. The technique involves direct computation based on the problem statement and the definition of the concepts involved. So what would be the key takeaways? So it is methodological listing. So the brute force algorithm investigates every potential solution to an issue, usually in an organized and a detailed way. This involves attempting each option in a specific order. The next takeaway is the relevance. So relevance is nothing but when the issue space is very small and easily explorable in a fair length of time, brute force is the most appropriate method. The temporal complexity of this algorithm becomes unfeasible for larger issue situations. It is also not used in optimization or heuristic problems. Let us see what are the features of brute force algorithm. So the features of brute force, it is an intuitive, direct and straightforward technique of problem solving in which all possible ways or all the possible ways to a given problem are enumerated. Many problems in day-to-day life can be solved using the brute force strategy. Arranging the books in a rack, usually all the possibilities to optimize the rack spaces. For this also the brute force algorithm can be applied. Day-to-day activities uses a brute force nature, even though optimal algorithms are more common and it is also possible. The pros and cons of brute force algorithm would be: the brute force approach is a guaranteed way to find the correct solution by listing all the possible candidate solutions for the problem. It is a generic method and not limited to any specific domain of problems. The brute force method is ideal for solving small and simpler problems. It is known for its simplicity and can serve as a comparison benchmark. The cons of brute force algorithm would be: the brute force algorithm is inefficient. It is for real-time problems. Algorithm analysis often goes above order of n explanation. This method also relies on compromising the power of a computer system for solving a problem than on a good algorithm design. Brute force algorithm is very slow. It is not constructive or creative compared to algorithms that are constructed using some other design paradigms. So let's see in detail. So the two main things that is applied for brute force is just do it. The brute force strategy is easiest to apply. Time complexity results in brute force algorithm that can be linked to a modest amount of time. Simplicity, it is important due to its wide application and simplicity. So what are the features of brute force? First, unlike some of the other strategies, brute force is applicable to very wide variety of problems. It is used for many elementary but algorithmic tasks such as computing the sum of n numbers, finding the largest element in a list and so on. Second feature for this is, it is for some important problems like sorting, searching, matrix multiplication, string matching. The brute force approach with reasonable algorithms of at least some practical value with no limitations on the instance size. Third, the expense of designing a more efficient algorithm may be unjustifiable if only a few instances of a problem need to be solved, and a brute force algorithm can solve these instances with a acceptance speed. And finally, a brute force algorithm can serve as an important theoretical or educational purpose as an yardstick with which to judge more efficient alternatives for solving a problem. So in conclusion, brute force algorithm is a technique that guarantees solutions for problems of any domain, helps in solving the simpler problems and provides solutions that can serve as a benchmark for evaluating other design techniques, but takes a lot of runtime and it is also inefficient. So this is about the brute force algorithm. Thank you.